Can I survive the hardest 180 challenge in the world? We're gonna start from the easiest, most mellow 180 all the way to the most complicated, challenging thing I can think of. Level 1, even a beginner could do it. So it looks like this. If I didn't get that, this whole video would be over.
For a challenge like this, let's set some rules. Rule number 1, all of our 180s have to be proper. No cheating the beginning, no cheating the end whatsoever. Rule number 2, for every level, I only get 3 attempts, and if I can't get it, we're moving on. To make this unbiased as possible, my cameraman will be the referee. Wish me luck. Rule number 3, we cannot hit park jumps. We can only use natural terrain and the power of my legs.
Now going into level 2, it's essentially taking that same concept, except for this time we're gonna be popping off of our heel side edge and catching a little bit of air for 180s number 2.
So you can see what these tricks are like from my perspective. We're gonna be using the Insta360 X5 helmet mount on some of these shots.
Okay, that one's pretty easy. Most people should be able to do that if you're learning your first 180. Now going into level number 3, this is gonna get very technical, and we're gonna do a frontside 180, and we cannot use an edge. So we're actually gonna have to perfectly go flat base. The hard thing about this is your body naturally wants to lean off your toes, your heels, but to go flat base, it's so much power out of the legs that this is really challenging and really hard. Okay. I think that one was pretty doable. That was pretty good. I definitely really put an emphasis on the tail being flat and then getting the air to get it around. So I'm not cheating it at all. So not bad. Level number 4, we're gonna add some spice to this. And most times a backside 180 is a little bit harder because you're rotating backwards, which can be very scary for most people. And as far as the landing, it's completely blind because I'm gonna be landing like that and I don't really know what's going on underneath. Therefore, level 4 is going to be a nollie backside 180 off of the toe. So let's see if we can do that. Nollie. Let's go. I like that one because you can really load at the nose and get a lot of spring and responsiveness from the board, which helps loft you in the air a bit, which I like that. This is pretty fun. That's a good vibe. Also, one thing to add about that other trick is you can kind of like cheat that pivot on the backside 180. So now level 5 is a backside 180, but true off of the back foot. It's going to be a true ollie. This is really challenging because you don't get to cheat that pivot of the front foot. I felt like that one was pretty doable. I got a lot of good response out of my board. That wasn't super scary or anything. Felt pretty good. And level 6, we're gonna turn up the spice just a little bit. And I don't like spice, so we'll see how this goes. We are gonna do a switch backside 180, but this time we're going off of our heels. When you go off the heels, your rotation is going one way, but my spin is going the other way. That's why it's considered hard way. And of course, we're gonna do this off the tail because that's a good time. Ooh. So now switch, ollie. What I'm really trying to think about is like pulling up my lead leg because I think it's actually gonna make this like a little bit easier. So getting my heel edge, heel, wind up. Oh, One more time. I only got 3 tries, remember. Okay, so this has gotta be it. Really focus. Yes, it's passable, right? It's passable. Level 7, we're gonna get way more technical. We're gonna add a couple different components, such as a side hit, which is just a nice little natural jump. And we're gonna be adding some grabs. So the very first one we're gonna do is a switch. I'm already confused. A switch back 1. My lead hand is gonna grab my switch tail, which now is a seatbelt. So we're gonna do that. To be honest, I'm a little nervous, and these side hits are super wild, which is going to add to the kind of chaos, the technical thing of this whole setup. And then, like I said, it's switch. So I'm already like a little lost in the sauce. All right, let's see. We're going in. There's like so many bumps here. We got to watch out for people. Okay, here we go. Oh. Boom. The problem with that is I didn't get the real seatbelt. I got like a side lame, and that doesn't count. But I think it's going to be doable. We'll watch out for people. We're going to hit this next side hit. I think I got to get a bit more throw. so I can really get that hand to reach over. Oh, there's like a big divot to this too. Oh, we're gonna have to call that a no, because as I landed, I pivoted and it was not a 180 at all. This is our last and final chance. Our last and final chance. Okay, drop it in, switch. A little bit of a side hit, watch out for people. Oh, let's go. Okay, what that actually made that a little bit easier is getting enough air time where I could really have time to reach, grab, and then as soon as I let go of the grab, I still had air time to get my feet to like go where it needed to go. Okay, I'm actually really surprised. It took a couple more tries than expected, but also less tries than expected. Our next trick is gonna be very similar to what we did, which is a switch backside 180, but this time we're gonna grab Crail. Now Crail, as we're going switch, is now doing a 180 and I have to grab across the body in the opposite direction while trying to spin against the momentum of my shoulder. So not only does this get just like really challenging, it's actually getting really complicated and my brain has to try to process some of these tricks. Dropping, switch, backside Crail. This is like the smallest jump I've ever seen. Let's try it. I'll tell you right now, that was not even close. That was really hard. One of the reasons why this trick is so hard, I've had 3 hip surgeries on this leg, and this leg doesn't want to come up. And you really need this leg to come up to get that access to that grab. That's going to be the biggest challenging part of this whole thing. Okay, switch backside, Crail. Okay, I think we got this. We got this. Oh, okay, okay. I will admit that was terrible and ugly. We got one final attempt. Switch a little bit faster. Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna have to say, probably not. It wasn't that clean, super technical. The grab wasn't where I wanted to be. I'm gonna have to give that a big old on that one. Today's video is sponsored by Insta360 X5. This is a 360 camera that shoots in 8K and even has slow motion capabilities while shooting everything in a 360-degree realm. 2 things that I absolutely love about this camera is its versatility. I can use it as a single lens camera or a 360. I can put it on my head or use it as a selfie stick. It is literally like the one camera that does everything I need it to do. Plus its adaptive tone is pretty awesome, especially when you're snowboarding and the sun is so bright and you're going through the shades and the brightness. This thing will automatically adapt to it so effortlessly. And I would say the most game-changing thing about this camera is that if you accidentally scratch, crack, or ruin your lens, you can literally, in less than 60 seconds, take it off, pop it out, put a new one on, and now you have the clearest lens possible. So you don't have to worry about it scratching. If you're interested in picking up an Insta360 X5, use my link down below because you're going to get a free snow bundle, selfie stick, and a discount if you're picking this up during the Black Friday sale. Link in the bio. Level 9. Now we're going to do switch backside seatbelt, but this time we have to try to exit off of our heels. Okay, let's try this just to get warmed up, get my mind processing. The hard thing is trying to remember like 10 steps at once, avoiding the crowd. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. Oh, okay. I definitely think that's but that kind of gives me a little bit of hope of that it's doable. At this point, we're kind of making up our own little side hits. Trying to do this. Oh. The one thing I question, that end of it, I got the grab, but I pivoted out of the landing. And I would say it was probably like a 140 to over. So we're not counting that, right? Okay, last attempt. We have a pretty okay side hit with a lot of people around. So we're gonna try to sneak in here real quick. All right, off the heel, switch. All right, this is our last attempt. I don't know. I don't know. Did we not get it? Oh, let's go! There's so much emphasis of like trying to get the grab that it delays everything, and I don't have enough time to like wind out of it as much as I would like. All right, on to number 10, which I'm really nervous about. Level 10. Not gonna lie, my hip hurts. Pretty beat up right now, but we're gonna go for this one. Now this is super techy, super challenging. We're gonna go switch, 180. We have to nollie. We have to grab Crail while going hardway. Does any of that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense to me either. But this has to be the absolute hardest techie combination that we can do. Okay, so let's give it a shot. We got 3 attempts. Let's see how it goes. I think the struggle mostly on this one is going to be the nollie, especially how kicky these are. I need to go fast enough where I get speed, but slow enough where the nollie is still an option. Going switch, hardway. Okay, I'm going a little too slow. Switch, hardway, nollie. The Crail, problem is I brought both feet up and I actually hit my hand against my knee, which unable to do it. I think I need to keep the back leg down a bit more. Also, when I nollie, my nose goes down, so then I have to like try to bring it up. Okay, okay. Nollie. Oh my God. Okay. This is impossible. This is impossible. Okay, nollie, nollie, hard way. Oh, I touched it. I touched it. No way. I touched it. No way. Okay. Okay. Now the question is, my judge, does a tap count or do I have to grab it? Okay. I'm going to take that as a half win. Did I get it? No, but it is doable. That was actually super fun. If you like these kind of challenge videos that are super interesting and completely different, let me know by liking the video, share it with a friend, and comment down below. What level could you get to? And can you do level 10?
And don't forget to check out the link in the description and pick up your Insta360, especially during the Black Friday sales.
I know we said we're done, but big car guy, this is how I have to operate my life real quick, especially when this doesn't work. So I'm gonna pop this up. And then, of course, I have to like get a freaking step ladder. Oh, I just blew out an edge. Don't worry about it. Don't judge me, but check this out. I can go up here. I have to like climb up. Fun fact, I'm 5'5". True. Okay, bye. Oh.